Good morning. I'm gonna let this motorcycle pass. Good morning, fellas. Oh, it's gonna be a noisy morning. It's gonna be a cacophonous morning of joy in his hands. How do I know that? Because God is love and gave me a message of love this morning. Let me get into it, shall I? Romans 13:10. Love worketh no ill to his neighbor. Therefore, love is the fulfilling of the law. Now, I feel like in a lot of Christian thought that and writers of books and speakers on radio and so forth, that a lot of uh, thought is focused on Christ as fulfillment of law. But Christ also said that not a jot or tittle of the law would pass away. And indeed, what Christ came to do for all mankind was to take away, I feel, the burden of the law. And again, that sacrifice was made in love. And then again, a mercy beyond justice, which I know is a phrase I've repeated a whole bunch of times on here, but a mercy beyond justice. That we, though deserving of punishment for our iniquity, were offered a sacrifice, a holy sacrifice. The shedding of blood made us whole and renewed in us, in those who step into covenant relationship with that sacrifice, the ability to truly live the law in its fullness and its intent. And its fullness is, of course, the specifics of it as it applies to humanity. And the fullness of it, I think, truly is what Hebrews is saying here, which is love. Because if you have not love, then fulfilling the tenets of the law become a dead thing. If you make obligations and promises to God, and even if you fulfill them faithfully, pray faithfully, make devotions every day faithfully, it's a meaningless thing if it does not explicitly connect with your heart, your strength, and your soul. Then they're just things. They're just things, man. I mean, we can see a parallel to it in how marriage works, and that you can do all the things. You can show up for all the events. You can call and check in. You can be faithful. You can get all the good presents. But if love is gone from that thing, it's a dead marriage. Things are important. Those things that you can do are important. But they must outflow from love. The bouquet of flowers in the vase is gorgeous, but without the water it will wither and die. The things that you do and try to not do before God to impress Him or prove to Him that you love Him can be helpful and beneficial and munificent to your own soul and the souls around you. But if it is not rooted in love and desire to please and be part and parcel to God's love, because it's a sacrificial one, man, so it always takes you way farther. It's a kind of love that takes you way farther than any love that you might design of your own accord. Then it's a dead thing. My prayer for you, a prayer for myself this morning, is that love be not dead within you. Try it today. Try looking at everybody you meet with a little bit of in love and a little bit of, let's just say half. Let's say half in love, that you might see the best and most beautiful in them, the most worthy, and then half familial. Consider them as part of your family. Perhaps they already are. If they are walking in God, then they are indeed of the same ilk, and you will spend eternity with them. So might as well be sweet and lovely to them now. And if they're a stranger to your soul, then reach out to them in love, as you would any family member who you would likely give as much as you ever possibly could to save them, to keep them hale and hearty and righteous. I pray this for you. Please pray this for me. Amen. Selah.